Hey guys, it's Andrew Goad. This is another video about social anxiety. So, one of the things that's come across my experience during the time that I've had social anxiety, as well as since I've kind of gotten over it, I guess you could say, is I started to think about why do people with social anxiety tend to take things so negative and tend to think that people don't like them or that they're going to be disliked. Because this was something that I struggled a lot with. I thought that people wouldn't like me, that I just wasn't okay for some reason, and that people would think I'm stupid or an idiot or whatever. And I did a little bit of research, and I found there's a reason why that can happen. I mean, there's more than one reason, but one of the main reasons that can happen is because we have two types of response system in our bodies. One is the threat system, and one is, I'll call it like the compassion soothing system. Now, this information actually comes from a book that I've referenced in another one of my videos. The book's called How to Build Social Confidence by someone named Lynne, Henderson. And she essentially says that for people who experience a lot of shyness or social anxiety, we have the threat system that is active a lot more than the soothing or compassionate system. And this can be a big challenge, especially when we're interacting with people. Because if you take the example of having someone who wants to talk with another person, or push themselves socially, or go to a party or another event, or just meet someone, if you're always under the thought and pressure of threat, your response to the world is going to be quite negative. You're going to take a very defensive position. You're probably going to be closed. I know that's been my experience. I spent a lot of my childhood and even early adulthood, I guess, in the threat-based system. And I still spend a lot of time there, which is frustrating, although I'm spending more and more time in the soothing and compassionate system, let's say. But yeah, if you spend a lot of time in the threat-based system, you're going to have a lot more experiences that are negative or are tainted or biased towards a negative perspective. Now, we can change this process. We can change which system is active in ourselves. And the easiest way to do that is just to learn how to be more compassionate with yourself. Essentially, all that means is just being kind to yourself. And one of the easiest ways to do that is to change the inner dialogue that we say to ourselves. And in this book, Lynne Henderson has a mission. And that mission is to help you, the reader, be more compassionate towards yourself and learn how to be kinder to yourself and learn how to allow the reader to spend more time in the soothing and compassionate process or cycle rather than the more detrimental threat-based one. And again, the threat-based one is one that's more negative, like I said, and also happens when we feel criticized or even if we criticize ourselves. So I said this in another video, but our self-talk and internal chatter in our minds are usually very negative if we haven't gone out of our way to work on it, or if we've had parents that haven't been that great, or whatever. There are some people who definitely have positive internal mind chatter, but predominantly it seems to be that more people have negative mind chatter, or at least people that I've come across. And that's another thing that you can do, obviously, to help yourself get over social anxiety, is to spend more time in the compassionate process and the compassionate cycle rather than the threat-based, fear-based cycle. And one of the ways that you can do that is to learn how to talk to yourself compassionately and just be more compassionate to yourself. So I'll probably make another video over the next couple of weeks around how to be more compassionate with ourselves. But until then, check out the book if you're interested. Again, I'll post a link in the description. But the author's name is Lynne Henderson. And that's it for now. Okay, guys, talk with you later. Bye-bye.